Hi guys. Through all of this I said that I was going to have you guys with me for the good days and the bad days and all of those days that were in between. So I decided that today, after one of my what I thought was quite a good day, last day in work before my birthday, which is on Saturday, I thought it would be quite a good day. I was looking forward to going and having my Herbalife weigh-in, which went absolutely fantastic. I've now hit 2 stone 2 pounds off. My BMI is looking good. Everything is sort of all set for when we start IVF, which hopefully will be in the next 3 months. I've had quite a good day up until about sort of 2 hours ago, and I'm still not saying that it's been a bad day. It's not been too bad at all, really. Mostly, basically, sorry, the dog's playing with my legs. Basically, I had a phone call from a friend. She asked me to go round and get my birthday present from her, which was absolutely amazing. Daffodils, which I love, and a box of chocolates for on my birthday so that I can be naughty and have a treat. While I was there, she had some amazing news for me, and I am so happy for her. There's no words to describe how happy I am for her, but it is a little bit bittersweet. She told me that she was 3 months pregnant, and it is the best thing ever. I'm so chuffed and happy for her, and I couldn't be happier. I honestly couldn't. But to say I'm not jealous is a bit of an understatement. She's not been trying for a baby. It was a bit of an accident, really. I say it was an accident. It was more of a surprise. I don't like using the word accident for when people get pregnant. Her and her husband have always been very much that they weren't going to have children. I've always said all along that they would definitely have children. It was just a matter of time of when that would happen. So I've been sat with her tonight, and I was sat with her for a good hour and a half, and being one of my best friends, it was so nice to be able to sit there and tell her how happy I was for her, but for her to also understand that I am incredibly jealous. I was able to sit and cry with her about it, and laugh with her, and just enjoy her company, being able to be me without feeling like I have to hide the fact that I'm jealous. Having these down moments is the hardest bit for me throughout this whole journey. Having these down moments when I've got the best of friends is the best bit about my friends, and again having this journey. I know that when or if Rob and I have children, we're going to be incredibly blessed, and we're going to appreciate every second that we have with a child, be that the IVF all goes ahead and we're able to fall pregnant, with the help obviously of the IVF and everything else. But like I say, I said all along I was going to show you the good days and my bad days, and where I am a little bit more vulnerable, and unfortunately this is one of them days where I am a lot more vulnerable. This is one of those days where it shows my true emotion and how I'm feeling, and I wouldn't be being honest if I didn't say that I am heartbroken that it's her that's pregnant and not me. I wouldn't be true to myself if I wasn't saying that I am so scared about going through the IVF. And I think that is a normal reaction to being that person who has to go through IVF, and that person that has to sort of let the doctors take over my body. And I have to try somehow to be mentally strong enough to go through that. And being mentally strong is something that I have always sort of battled with, especially with having an eating disorder. It's also meant that there are times where I have been so down and felt so broken that I've contemplated doing things to myself to hurt myself, or I've had dark thoughts where I have considered taking my life. Now, I am mentally in a much better place, and I am mentally able to deal with things in a much better way than I used to. It doesn't mean that I don't still have those thoughts. I do. I don't think those thoughts will ever truly go, but I work every day so hard to try and overcome all of that, try and overcome the fear that I feel on a daily basis, and to, sorry, the dog's hitting me again, to try and be the person that I want to be and that I feel that I can be. I don't succeed every day. I don't think I'm ever going to succeed every day at being the strong, mentally stable person that I want to be. But I just wanted to come and sort of share with you guys a typical range of emotions for me. Now, for me, being in this place where I am crying and not able to understand why I can't have children, feeling like I'm not able to be a good wife, and not able to give my husband something that he truly deserves and wants, and it makes me feel like a bit of an insignificant woman. I just feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing, and that my body isn't working the way that it should be working. I feel like I've let him down somehow, and I know that he has the same thoughts too. He often thinks that he's let me down in some way, which it honestly isn't the case. He is the best and most loving husband that anyone could ever have, and I know that I don't deserve him half the time. I know he is probably going to watch these videos, and he is probably going to tell me that that isn't true, and that I do deserve him, and that I deserve to be happy too, which I know I do. Everybody deserves to be happy and have a life that they enjoy and love. I just, at times, I find it difficult having an issue. We don't know what the problem is. We don't know why we can't get pregnant, and that in itself is scarier than understanding everything. I think if we had a reason, or if we knew that there was nothing we could do to get pregnant, or if we knew that there was a problem somehow, whether it was me, whether it was him, whichever way round it was, I think it would be easier to come to terms with the fact that we need to have IVF. A lot of people always say to me, oh, it's okay, it'll happen soon, or oh, don't worry, you're young, age is on your side, you're not even 30 yet, you know, it won't be long, it'll be your time at one point. Just don't overthink it. If you overthink it, it's never going to happen. Oh, just don't stress. Stop thinking about it. Just enjoy life. Enjoy being with your husband. And to a degree, and every day I do enjoy being with Rob, and I do try to put having a baby to the back of my mind so that I don't focus and fixate on that every second of every day. But when you know that there's something that you really want, and you know that you're having trouble achieving what you really want, and that thing isn't going to come naturally to you. It hurts, and it takes a long time for you to get to grips with that. My daily life, I wake up, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to pee into a cup so that my first pee of the day can be tested to see whether I'm at high fertility, peak fertility, or just a low fertility day. That then determines in some respects when Rob and I have sex. It makes it difficult because as much as we want to be spontaneous, and don't get me wrong, we are at times, every couple is, whether you're trying for a baby or not, every couple at some point or another is spontaneous. But it does make it difficult in the sense that we have a 4-day window. A 4-day window every month where we could potentially get pregnant. It is the smallest 4-day window ever. And the statistics of getting pregnant in that 4-day window are less than 30%. And that 30% to some people seems quite high, because some people can just go out, look at another person, and woohoo, their ovaries jump awake and they're pregnant. And then there's us, where that statistic where that 30% chance, it is such a small chance and such a small opportunity and window for us to be able to think, we're going to do it this month. And no matter how positive you are, no matter how much we cut out the alcohol, stop the smoking, eat the right foods, drink enough water, make sure we have sex at certain times of the month, as much as we do everything that is physically possible for us to do, it doesn't seem to work. And we're 7 years on, still no closer to having children. And I'm meant to be happy, and I'm meant to be excited that we have got a fantastic opportunity of IVF coming towards us. And I am excited, and I am happy, and I'm so proud of the both of us for how far we've come on our weight loss journey, our physical and mental well-being, how we've been able to both stop drinking, and how we both just look after ourselves more and each other. It still to some degree doesn't make it easier. And we try and we put brave faces on every day, and makeup is a bit like my mask, where I can put makeup on and I smile through the day, and I don't feel like that hurt is there so much. And then I'll have an evening or a day like today where the day has been absolutely fantastic, but something will happen to trigger something, and it just makes you break, or just makes you withdraw or die that little bit inside. And it's almost like I can feel at times my heart breaking, and I know that that isn't a real thing. I know that's not an actual thing that can happen, but it hurts so much, and it does just, there's no words for how you feel. There's no expression that I can give. The only thing that I find is the best coping mechanism is to sit, take a minute and cry. And when I sit and I have these minutes and these moments of me crying, I know it worries Rob. He never quite knows what to do or how to comfort me. I never really know what to say, because saying that I feel inadequate as a woman, it breaks him, but he then also feels that he's inadequate as a man because we can't give each other what we want. And having everything that we could possibly want just so close, and knowing that potentially this is our year, and potentially it is our year, and we are, like I say, extremely blessed and excited for that, but the reality is there is still no guarantee, and the reality is that this isn't going to change, and that it could still be us. It's not easy sometimes to be rational and to think of what if, and I know that thinking about what if isn't the greatest of ideas. It can make things difficult, and it's not always easy or simple, and I don't always have the words to say. So I just thought basically that today, as I am having a bit of a bad day, that I would let you see my reality, let you see what happens quite a lot in my month or my year or my 2 years, whatever. This is me, this is what happens, and I'm not going to apologise for that. I'm not going to apologise for how I feel. I'm not going to let people belittle my feelings anymore, or tell me that I'm just oversensitive, or that I've just got to give it more time, or I just need to let what happen, and what will be. I'm not going to sit back and smile through all the pain anymore and pretend that it doesn't bother me, because in reality, in my reality, it does, and it's never going to make that any easier. What's the point in lying about things? You might as well just live through it and hope to God that you survive it. So yeah, I just thought I would let you know what it's like on one of my bad days, and I hope this isn't too depressing of a video. But yeah, this is me. This is how I am feeling at this exact second, and how I've decided that I'm going to cope with it, and that's to share everything with you guys and let you all know, and let you all know how, you know, it does affect people, and it isn't just as simple as people getting pregnant, or it's not as simple as putting a brave face on it and pretending that my reality doesn't happen, because my reality hits. Not all the time, not every minute of every day, but there are times where my reality does really get me down. So yeah, like I say, just to sit, let you know, and just to share with you guys really what's going on. Just a typical evening in my life. So yeah, hope you guys don't find this too boring or too self-centered. If you do, that's on you, not me. I'm not taking that onus, I don't want to. But yeah, so if you're going through what I've been going through, or you go through something similar, or you are just having a bad day, just keep smiling. We've all got things every day, just one little thing to smile about, and if you can smile about that one thing, don't let that go. Just enjoy that. Just be in that place where you're smiling and you're happy. So yeah, keep smiling guys.